do 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 do. In my hand is a poem of me and you. What's up, everybody? Sarge Dargy. Let's turn on the audio. There you go. That was not supposed to happen, but yeah. We're back with the Purest mod. I was just over here vibing to the theme song. Well, not to this theme song, but you know, the one that Monica apparently made. Let's put that thing away. Alright, let's load game. I want to start a new game. Hang on. Let the beat drop. Come on, come on. Who's the encore? Well, not really the encore, but the big part. Okay, I love this. Alright. Alright. We went Yuri. Misfortune. Oh yeah. Tears. Why am I getting her? Okay, okay. Techness. Marshmallow stuff in her lounge is her. Yes. Philosophy. Oh yeah, I forgot she's very depressive. I forgot. I have to actually think about these, actually. That would be her. I gave more Sayori. Graveyard. There you go. Okay. I called it. See, that's her. Ugh. Captive, that's definitely her. Whore. Treasure. I have to think about this. Uncontrollable. Agonizing. Disarray. Vitality? Massacre. And then death. Damn it, I knew that was Sayori. She's not really... Okay, I guess we start off in here. I don't remember starting off right in there. I guess all the, like, the suicidal stuff and death is more Sayori since she's very depressed, sadly. But yeah, let's continue. Welcome, Sarge Doors. Glad to see you right away. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. My man kept his word. I like him. Well, I'm back in the Electric Club. Duh, you don't say. I was the last to come in, so everyone else already hang out. Thank you for keeping your promise, Sarge Orange. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment. Damn it. Make you dive headfirst into Electric Club when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sorry, you told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. You know, last year too. Sorry, I just have to enjoy the background music. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. I don't know. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Suki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her make collection in the club room. It's right back over there. You can find this stuff between, say, manga and manga. Manga is literature. I agree to that. She's so sweet. Swiftly defeated, Nasuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Sarge always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. I'm a he. Let's go. He helps me with piece of work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room, how dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is messy and it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. How come? You sorcerers can become real friends too. Sayori. Dot. As usual, Sayori seems obvious to the weird situation she put me into. You and me will go hang out today, hopefully. You brought something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? No, never mind. Sorry I made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it, alright? First of all, I wasn't expecting anything from you in the first place. Not anything in a bad way, but I wasn't expecting anything. So any nice gestures from you is always a pleasant surprise, as always. You make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. He reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. Is it The Hungry Little Cowbell by Eric Carl? Please tell me it's The Hungry Little Cowbell by Eric Carl. Rest in peace, Eric. Yeah, down, left, right, yeah. Rest in peace, Eric. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted to. This is how I was going to accidentally being so cute. She even picked up book me things I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll never read those. I enthusiastically take a book. Phew. Well, you can read it on your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Mom to kick it off some scheduled activities for a club. Art painting, some basketball, some b-ball. That's the same thing, anyways. But yeah. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sorry, Mom, we're having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't put the noise for her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nasuki is rummaging around in the closet. Don't see her. I'm curious to talk to Lori. Hey, so apparently we did get the Yuri one. Okay, I'm always gonna have a moment for this little solo because I love background music so much. Like, I enjoyed that background music in the Minecraft thing by Son Venus. Oh, damn it. Punch myself in the gut again. Man, amazing. Anyways, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse over of the cover of her book. It was like the same book she lent to me. Portrait of Markov? More than that, it seems to be on the first few pages. Oh. Sheesh. I think she noticed me looking at her beauty. She sneaks a glance at me, eyes me for a split second. One Mississippi. ... But the only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out into your glorious eyes like there's some type of cosmos looking shit. I wanted to make a space pun. I was just spacing out into your eyes because they look just like a galaxy. That's semi-good. Cheesy, but good. What? I could be cheesy if I want to. I'm out of this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was focused and I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Sure. And I just happened to look directly in your direction. I see. There's nothing very obvious here that you're using to tell me, but I decided to let it go. Let it go. I think I need to drink water. Let me put some purified water in here. You guys better have your water break, alright? What if I start reading it soon? I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Which, yeah, that's the same thing about me and my computering stuff. Like, once I get into it, I'm never stopping. Anyways, let's continue. It's a very engaging and relatable story. You sure about that? Almost as much your parents not supporting you on the things you love and never give you any, sympathy. Then yeah, it's probably relatable. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well, it's called The Portrait of Markov. Mary closes the book, scans her eyes over the desk. The title is The Portrait of Markov. Markov sounds like a freaking Russian town. Like Moscow or something? Or even just a Russian name in general. Marco. Damn it. What was it? What did it say? Comrade Markov. Come forth. Something like that. My fake Russian accent. Victor's town, Portrait of Markov. It's ominous looking eye symbol in the front corner. It's probably Illuminati. Alright. Wow, that's a lot to take in right there. I just wanted to make sure I don't actually give anything away. Alright, understandable. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to deeply choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships. Her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? I love it. You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. It's so dark that it came out of nowhere. Jaylee giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of those sort of things, Sarge Darge? How do you know my name? Oh wait, everybody knows my name. No, it's not that. It's just unexpected. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Oh, awesome. Sorry. Yeah. I totally forgot you're into these things. She's so silent and reluctant on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different, completely freaking dark. Hopefully I have enough space to record all this and put my intro and outro and upload it to YouTube. Anyways, let's continue. It'll take maybe 30 minutes. It's just kind of those things. It's just kind of those sort of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. I love looking at stuff at a new perspective, actually. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but it's because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. I believe in that. I really do. I really do believe in that. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they ran out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided mourners interface with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Actually, no. I'd love to hear you ramble. I'm sorry. You should be sorry for being so damn cute. I could say that, actually. Hey. Hey. Don't apologize. Hey. I haven't lost interest or anything. Oh, really? I kind of loved it. But yeah, sounds pretty good. Well, I guess it's alright then. But it feels like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. It's okay. Hey! Hey, it's okay. Please stop me if I'd stop talking too much. Yeah, that's probably never gonna happen. I don't really think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. I'm very passionate about my electronics and stuff, so Yuri, I can highly relate. So text me yet? Oh hey, Komi-san art. Oh my god, I'm so horrible. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's the least I can do. The least I can do is listen. Yes, but my parents can't even do that. It's a literature club after all. Yes, literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it. Right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just for a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just go get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put in my bag. My fantastic leather bag. Me personally, I have a suitcase. You know, it looks like something from the 80s. Right now, I just keep all my electronic stuff in it. Since what happened last time. My nephew ransacked through my room just to grab my most prized DS games. For all he knows, because cassettes in here. But yeah. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? And slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. I would love for you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. Hell, I'm not very used to giving attention. That is reading in company with somebody. Okay, cool. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Oh, alright. With a big, massive knowledge of computing and electronics and Pacific Rim lore. Yeah. Open the book and start the prologue. I love prologues. When it comes to movies, I like them. When it comes to reading, then I get a little confused. The prologues, I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. Is if I can feel a presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. I don't know why I'm being so dramatic about this. Let me have my dramatic time, okay? Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It was like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. I'm sorry for saying sorry. This is the ultimate excuse of saying, oh, I'm sorry for saying sorry. Sorry. I mean... Oh, look at that cute little blush. Look at that cute little blush. Very nice. Here, this should work right. I slide my desk up until August Yuri's desk. I hope my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once reach leaning a little bit, our shoulders almost barely, microscopically touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it's like a little difficult to turn the page. Here. Damn, boy. I don't... Well, yeah, what in the heck is up with this PC? Ain't this the same club room? Anyway, ain't this the last? Ain't this the? Hang on, I'll move my. I don't think I can really do anything to the camera without. Anyways, I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move my camera here, and then I'll go back to the thing. You see this? This is the heart thing from the original classroom, not the literature club classroom, but for the OG, the one where we spaced out a lot in. And here's the PC without any cords, nor a PC box from the looks of it. Unless that is a PC box. Well, maybe that is a PC box, because I don't see. I'm thinking it's a bag. I don't know. I look at these stuff, okay, but I don't think that's a PC box. Because in my opinion, it looks like a bag, maybe. I don't know. But still, even if it was, I don't see any wiring. I'm sorry, okay? I just have to look at this type of stuff. Anyways, I do the same with my right arm. On the top right side of the book. This way, I turn a page, it really slides it under her thumb after it flips to the other side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. I got a nice hand. Man, send me some hand pics sometimes, bro. It's actually kind of distracting me with the big old eyes. Her big eyes. Yeah. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. And she's in the corner of my vision. Are you okay? Huh? What was it do? What? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little distracted there for a second. Wait, I'm supposed to monologue this, not say that out loud. I glance at Yuri's face again, our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. Oh, you little smile. That's nice. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind. Be patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Hey. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading on the great adventure of this poor girl. Jesus. Your in-laws asked me if I'm ready to turn the page. I do it all on my own. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. I know I read that. Shut up. We continue the first chapter of science. Then I start doing the clicking that the Knuckles guys do. I don't know. I just want to add that. I want to add that reference. What is that? What are those guys called? I don't know. Those old mini Knuckles, fat Knuckles, those FKs. Whatever, fat Knuckles. Sorry, I just had to put that in there. Anyways, even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. So you took every single page personal. I was like, oh my god, she's flipping the page. Oh, the music is like. Oh. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she kissed it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds you of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. I like bluntness. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she will do something wrong. It's not like I can see in your head or anything, but it's kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment, but Sarge Narge, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh no! You just insulted her. I should have saw this coming. But like, it's been a few years since I've actually played this game, and since I've watched the Let's Play. I have it on my 3DS, and I want to play it on my own, like the full deal with the fourth wall breaking and everything. Wait, how am I gonna do that if I can't access the files? I don't know. 3DS has a way. Homebrew has a way. All right. But yeah. I should have saw this camera or something. I was like, yeah, why did you play these first? I was like, man, I want to do this with you guys first. Anyways, it's a terrible thing I have in common with her. Oh wait, no. That's so embarrassing. Like, I think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Dot. I guess I meant more for cute. Why are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. God damn, Monica. I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. You just lean the frick back. Oh yeah. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. I need some cushion, man. I need a gaming chair, not this office chair. Let me just slouch down over here. You know, hey guys, how you guys doing? This is my channel. I can do this. All right. You excels spirit of finisher. Wait, put that out of the way. No, I can do this. Okay, this is my own channel. Let me do what I want to do. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to open on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much preference either way. Or preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after picking up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. That's good reasoning, yes. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright! I stand up. I was thinking of a song reference to do, but I don't know any song references. I make a mental note of where I left off the book, then I'll slip it back in my bag. Oh my god, I wish I had these guys. I wish I had this guy's mind powers. I make a mental note. I want to make mental notes all the time, man. By the way, did you remember what was that? Yeah, it's just a bunch of words. Poems are really. Anyways, yeah. My relaxation ends. I think I've agreed to do something so embarrassing. I can't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that I'm ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sorry, Mark, if you really pulls out the poems. So it is a real sheet of a loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from this slip. This conclusion will have to be compliant as well as reaching evidence. I do see those myself with a nice gold platinum book. First, we're going to give it to Monica. So Monica's like the one who tells you, oh, you would like this, or yes, if you like this, or sorry, you like this. So let's give it to Monica. Let's start with Monica. There's such a thing to read my poems. So I want to know I'm putting in the effort. Hey, Sarge, having a good time so far? Weird eyes. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, you may have any messages from the club, like new activities or something we can do better. I'm always listening. Pog. Crap. Don't be afraid to bring stuff up, okay? Alright? Keep on the mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled and... Yeah, I would do some suggestions just to be friendly. Anyways. Want to share a poem with me? No. But, got an idea. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Stop that. Don't worry, Sarge. We're all embarrassed today, you know? This is the first time boy being in this room. In fact, there's no other boys here. In fact, we're living in an endless void. What is the between us? Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. Great job, Sarge. I was going to... Oh! But hey, while reading it, it's pretty metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect to go something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. See if I have to keep anyone's expectations low. That's why it's always counts to put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yui likes this style writing, right? Good. Right, that's for imagery and symbolism. Okay, Alexa, who likes to use a simple direct rules to describe happiness in sentence. You like it when readers left to drive their own meaning out to it. Tech news. Oh wait, I want to see this. Tech news. Oh, come on. How did rental startup? I never heard of a leak my address. How did a rental startup? I'd never hear of a leak home address. What? Wait, what? Yeah, I'm gonna read that later. Realize being all of it. It's very challenging to write with that efficiently. But a lot of people to get something out of it just by feel or letting them to be analyze all the nonsense. It can take years of practice, or so many years has at this point. Yarn! I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm annoying you yet. Don't worry so much about that. Do your own thing. I wish my parents would say something like that. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I assume she said that last part. I'm sure I'll end up trying. Oh wait, I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Like Yuri. Anyways, it could take a while before I could feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find out what kind of style suits you. Yeah, I like that. Best way. And my neck is gonna kill me after this. It is not made for be sat in a good 30 minutes. It's so fucking uncomfortable. Anyways, everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you with, I'll always help you to find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way anyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything, cause you've already impressed me. Anyways, what do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be very good. My girl, you just lectured me. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the way you feel that way, you know? I see with my two eyes. Well, let's read it then. Yeah, I'm gonna read this. If I can find my glasses. Found them. I know these are like really big, but I want my two eyes to be aligned. I don't want to read them with one eye open. I need to find some cloth. Wait. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spark was. Oh god, that word I don't know. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'd never be that. I'll never know. It wasn't home. Appearance for a clue. No, I can't see. So she thinks the hole is from a noisy neighbor or an angry boyfriend. I never know I was at home. Appearance side for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out of the sun, but it's too late. My retains, already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. No, I can't see the blonde film left out of the sun. But it's too late. Or scorched with the perfect copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. Was it too bright? It was too deep. Is she talking about us? Me, mostly? Well, not really me personal, but the player? Oh no. I like it though. It's pretty deep. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's the way you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's really deep. Damn, just like that hole is. I just thought of that. It's okay. Well, it's kind of style is gonna be poetry. Pretty popular these days. It's a lot of poems that have been putting out emphasis. Oh god, I need those back on. Emphasis on the timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can really be powerful. Indeed. pretty nice. That was the inspiration behind this. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of empathy lately. It's me influencing my poems a little bit. Jesus. And empathy, I think it's called. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about stuff like that, but it's always coming out strongly. Maybe after it was better friends with each other. Anyways, here's my writing tip of the day. I don't write, so I don't write. I mean, I do read a book. I am making a book, but I don't need advice. Dun 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 dun. As you read the poem, my nose, her eyes widen. Exceptional. What was that? Excuse me? Huh? Question mark? Did I say that loud? No, you didn't. You first covers her mouth and it ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. Yeah, after I give my poems out to everybody, I'm going to the video. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes out a breath. Wow, so that's what a breath is like. Wait, did you say takes out a breath or takes in a breath? Hang on. I'm pretty sure it takes in a breath. I'm pretty sure. Yuri takes a breath. Damn it. Why did I read that as taking in a breath instead of taking out a breath? Hang on, let me just... Okay, here you go. I got my breath back. There you go. So, what kind of writing space do you have? Pacific Rim? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you're in a lot of poetry before. Really? I just put a lot of bunched up words together. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. That's what she said. Huh? Anyways, huh? Yuri stares at me blankly. As in something else happens. I don't know. Well, I know that. It just meant Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. Let's go. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason why I was able to tell. It's just where the Pacific writing habits are usually typical OD writers. What? Where everybody says "and" all the time? And I haven't. Oh, there's "and." And I haven't been through that myself. I kind of want to pick up on them. I think the most impeccable, but noticeable thing I recognize in the writers is that they're trying to make their styles very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter. They form a fit together. Don't know what she's talking about, but alright. And then there's it's both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Okay, still don't understand. Once you finds the train of thought as if totally changes demeanor. Sorry. Her statement is completely gone, which sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something to be blamed for. There are so many different skills that needs to go into writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but just getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learn by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. I used to give you a little bit biased though. Biased? Oh. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. I'm sorry. It's fine, really. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Me, Natsuki, and I. Something like that. Anyways, do you mind if I read a poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it were a real opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, is this supposed to be a electric club? God, what a damn handwriting, Sal. I love it. I'm not saying in a bad way, it's just I love it. Ghost of the light. The tendencies of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Begging. It must be this one, the last remaining starlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by a sickening blue-green blue of the future. I believe. Calm, breathing air. Claims? Calms? I can't read cursive, alright? I'm an idiot when it comes to this stuff. I can't read cursive. Calms. I think that's calms. Anyways, calms breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. We think about this. This has to mean something. I want to know what this means. It's pretty cool. I like it. Wait, I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. My god, girl, I love your handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. I'm impressed by it. You should see mine. Hang on. What is a book or something? Anyways, but it took you a long time to read. I was thinking about it, alright? I was just thinking about it. Also, I need itch. Oh, I was just thinking about it. But it took you a long time to read. I was just admiring it, if anything. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It's fucking amazing. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. It's really deep. That has some meaning I want to know about it. Even though it's short, it was read the script really. I think it's about like the past. I don't know. It's definitely about the past. Making Captain Obvious, Jesus Christ. Anyways, it's that it wasn't too short. Actually, I usually write longer poems. No. Jesus Christ, I hate yawning. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it was our first time sharing. Oh, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Like a hot dog. Damn it, I wasn't taking it like that. Jesus, my dirty mind. Are you into ghosts? Actually, the story is about ghosts. I think it's about past. Really? Must have totally missed the point. No? Well, I suppose he did. Only glanced over. Did you just insult me? But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell us a story or paint a picture. I draw a picture, not paint. In this case, well, sometimes I do. Sorry, sometimes I do, but it's been a long time since I've done that. In this case, perhaps the subject's poems only being symbolism of compared to a ghost, like the past, I guess. Lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, see? And so, to be left without nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. It's impressive. That's impressive, I mean. It's nothing really. What was impressive too, so. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Sarge Darge. Me too. Aw, I like that. Well, let's go to Nasuki with her kawaii stuff. Question mark? Sarge Darge, you're not getting on this club. Sorry, Sarge, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. Just leave. Alright, my bitch. That's what I'd literally do. If she told me that, I would just get up and walk away. Just for and my freaking keyboard pooped down on me. Go home. What? Harsh bitch. What? Do you expect to leave like you actually put effort into this? Yeah, that's the point. Do you think I'm stupid? Yeah. I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I put in effort. We all saw it somewhere, right? Yeah. Well, if you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to you to read it. Oh. to think of, painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. Bitch, you better be. I own you, bitch. You get better anyways. I tell you what to improve. Be better just starting again, trying again. Fair enough. Bitch. Well, to each other their own. Well, to each other, to each their own, I guess. There we go. Anyways, I guess I gotta share mine now. I mean, you probably think it's stupid. PS3 Purest. I'm surprised I read it still winning. Rusty's real deal baseball? Really? Damn. Eagles can fly. Bugs can fly. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Chickens can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. People can try. But that's about it. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I'm just tears of laughter. Okay, it's amazing. But hilarious at the same time. It's amazingly hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah. Told you. I love it. I like it now. I'd be lying if I said that. I love it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I want to like it? Well, because it's so simple. That's hilarious. Yeah. No one in high school thinks that writing is to be all philosophical and stuff. In a way, yes. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style would make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Yes, that hit me hard. Oh my god. Wow. I felt it. So amazing. Like in this poem, seeing anyone around you do great things can really be just disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight into the wordplay. Like if I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it all fun on purpose. It helps me out the thing in that last line. So it did. I guess more into than I realized. Yeah, that's exactly what needs to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that to be a youngest one in here, did you? Didn't expect that from the youngest one in here, didn't you? Yeah. Guess not. Decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Vanessa's feeling proud that I want to take that away from her. Nope. Lastly, this one. Whom? This is a good poem, Sarge Darge. I want to read her so badly. One of my favorite moments is reading her poems. Are you sure this isn't your first time? Of course. Exactly. But the kind of guy who would like be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right. But that's why it impresses me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write out one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. Just imagining how you really are part of this club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in a classroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into this yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? See? Oh, get that out of the way. It's like I said before, Sarge Darge. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. You know? My parents has always told me to care about myself. So, in a way, my parents made me selfish. Trying new things. Why are you over there? Last time I checked, you were over here. Where the hell you been walking off to? Not a goose installed in this thing? Anyways, trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, sorry. I'm not sure, so I see some picture of my motive here. Is that I want to get into Yuri's pants, huh? Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Not knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'm going to make sure you're lots of fun here, okay? Ooh. There'd be my way of thanking you. Ooh! Alright. I'm going to hold you to that then. Hey. Yeah. No, read my poem too, right? Yes. Don't worry. I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh, here we go. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in this morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub my sleepy head. You know what? If she went with kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub my sleepy head. That would be pretty nice and cheesy. Anyways, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Sweet. I don't know, I like that wording too. Anyways, are you asking me to come out and play? Or you trust me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. But it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I love it. I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Well, let's take a screenshot of this. Let's take a screenshot of this. I love it, Sayori. I love it. Alright, out of here. I love it, girl. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you answer this morning to write this? No. It's not that bad, okay? Jesus, dude. No. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. This is a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes it feel. It's amazing. It's really good. I really like that poem. It's really good. But the last part, I just want breakfast, or I want breakfast. I love it. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it like that as a bad poem. It just came out nice. Or how I should put this. It just seemed like you. It did. You're really cool. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Oh my god, that's so fucking adorable. I wish I chose her. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Yep. You're all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point around green. Anyway, thanks for showing me. It was so much fun. Manga's the best. Yeah. Just Monica. But next time, I won't forget. And now I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright. Let's save. Where's your fucking... Where's your, like, 9 saves? What's 6 times 9? 45, 54. Why is there fucking 54 saves? Wait, no. Yeah, 6 times 9. Why is there 54 saves in this thing? Who would make this much save files? Oh my god. Anyways, I'm gonna keep that open when I go back first and do each of them. Anyways, do each of them. But yeah, let's go to first game. If you like the video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. New right here, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Let's start Darge here, hoping that my my freaking storage is gonna hopefully edit the video and have enough storage to keep the video in here for me to put on YouTube. Signing off. Make sure to vibe on as always, and don't stress out. Don't stress out by the little things. All right, vibe on.